Hey, it's Jason with Dad's That Cook. Well, we got these huge, massive dinosaur ribs that Chef John Sandbach is going to work on for us. John's got a catering company, Smoke and Spice Maui.
Are you going to help Dad run the barbecue business someday? Mm-hmm. Okay, good.
Not only does he have these ribs, he's got this amazing pineapple coleslaw, which is like his signature dish that everyone craves as well here on the island of Maui.
This is from the plate, the short plate.
The short plate, that's just a small little piece there, John.
Yeah. This is the
And I am fired up. This is awesome. Dinosaur ribs, let's go. Hey, I'm Jason Glover with Dad's That Cook. You know what? I've been cooking, I've been creating, I've been making dishes all of my life. I'm going around the country, I'm looking for dads who know how to cook. Nothing short about these guys. I mean, look at them, they're crazy.
Yeah, so I got this from Maui Cattle Company. You probably won't find this at your just regular store. I mean, these have these lovely bones, right? Top to bottom. This actually comes from underneath the cow, and so it has a lot of working muscle. And then you have a nice layer of fat and then connective tissue. So we've got to do a long, slow cook to break those fibers down. And I've already put a marinade on this a couple days actually because I had to do 2, but you can do a 24-hour marinade. I'm gonna show you how to crust this guy, get it ready for the smoker, get it on start to finish, and then we're gonna cut it up, serve it, yeah.
And we're gonna smoke that on some special wood.
Yeah, local woods.
All right, John, so this is the pile of the Kiave wood?
Yeah, and your wife will love you if you have a giant pile of wood sitting in front of your house.
Of course. Like, hey, come check out John's pile of wood.
Yeah, she's like, oh, this is really great yard art, babe.
Go nuts, man.
I know.
Like firewood, right?
Yeah.
Size?
Right here.
Like that's perfect size
like
for
perfect.
a smoker, right?
Yeah. It looks intimidating when you hold it up like this, but it's really not that much more than a 15, 16 pound brisket. So you're going to get it done in about that same window of time, 8 to 10 hours,
Sure.
Maybe a little bit more. Mm-hmm. So at that point, what you can do is you can wrap and you can put a small amount of water in this pan directly, and it's going to sit above that, and it's going to steam and create some moisture.
Okay, so now I think the time is right for this marinade. Is that right? That's
right. The marinade is going to be something that you're going to do ahead of time, days ahead of time. So 1 day, 2 days ahead of time. I've just got some ginger here, peeled garlic, a little bit of brown sugar, Chinese rice wine, soy sauce. Okay. So this being Hawaii, I'm going to combine the sweetness and the pineapple with the short ribs, right? Peel your ginger or don't.
Don't.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, yeah.
Because it's going to come off anyway.
It's going to come off. This small amount of skin, you're not going to, and I don't even know why I'm cutting this because it's going to go into the blender. But let's just.
Because it's fun.
Yeah. I want to use enough soy sauce in these to add flavor, but I don't want so much that it's going to be the only seasoning. If you put so much soy in there, that's all you're going to taste. I'm just going to go straight in here. So this is a really nice toasted sesame oil that I have. It's probably too nice for this, for you. No, I'm kidding.
Thanks, John. Yeah, I really appreciate that.
So, and then we've got our cooking wine. And then we're gonna get brown sugar. So it's gonna be about 2 cups, we're gonna say.
And this makes a great smoothie too, right? Because I mean, okay, quick question. Can I use my marinade as a sauce after it's marinated?
So after you've had your ribs in there for 24 hours and whatnot, you're gonna get a lot of those impurities pulled out of the meat. You probably don't wanna waste something, but at the same time, it's gonna have, when you cook that, a lot of those impurities are gonna come to the surface.
So you're better off saving some to the side,
So I would overshoot.
Make more.
Pull it to the side, and then thicken that up, and that's going to be a nice clean sauce. So
these have been sitting for 24 hours.
Yeah, but the first thing I'm going to do, and this is almost a Frenching technique. Okay. So I'm going to cut down and hard on these ribs right here.
Right down the middle of the bone?
Yeah, right to the middle of the bone. I'm going to press hard. I'm going to bring it up about 3/4 of the way. And what that's going to do is loosen this membrane that is on here.
Okay, so we got the membrane cut that you did, the big slice, and now you're gonna work on a crust for it, correct?
Right. Drape it with some mustard.
Do your kids like these ribs? Have they had these before?
You know, I think they've had them in a version where I've just done regular short ribs without these massive bones.
Right.
But this is an entertainment piece, so I've got a small amount of salt and pepper on here.
Okay. Do any of your kids cook? Do you have them in the kitchen with you working?
A little bit. I try and get them to wash as many dishes as I can. Let's get a little bit of brown sugar on these bad boys right here.
How many kids do you have?
I've got 3 kids. We have 11, we have 7, and we have 1.
And 1.
Yeah.
You are busy, man.
Yeah, it's busy in this house. So we are well versed in noodle night.
Yeah. Okay, so you just put some chili powder on there. So
right. I've got some sesame seeds for show right here, black pepper, and then I've got some toasted coriander seed right here.
So you're all crusted up. You got that all going. Now, now what are we gonna do?
We're gonna put it on the fire,
and it's gonna go overnight, which we have magic for that.
But you could do this if you want to get up early in the morning.
You could.
You could
start your beer at 4 in the morning.
But you can't put this on at noon and hope to get it done.
Okay, so now we're at your big old smoker.
Yeah, this is
the one you threw all that killer wood on there.
Yeah, this is my original one. So we're just gonna come over here, and this is a close pit, and this is my sweet spot right here. So let's get it on and get it moving.
Okay, so now we're gonna learn all about this incredible pineapple coleslaw that Chef John's gonna be hooking up for us right now.
Basically, you have your fresh pineapple. Let's start and just get this going. Let's just dice a little bit up.
Okay. Oh, I like your method too, because typically I go all the way around and I slice them down, but pay attention to how he's doing this because...
This is gonna leave you with just the core.
Right. That was easy. Nice uniform pieces of cabbage.
So let's start with some mayonnaise.
Brown sugar.
Let's say about a cup of brown sugar, half a cup.
Okay.
My apple cider vinegar.
So most of the time people, they make coleslaw and they make it and they let it sit overnight or for several hours.
Yeah.
So it soaks up.
Yeah, that's what you shouldn't do.
No, that's not.
I don't believe what you should do, and the reason is because when you put salt into something, it starts drawing moisture out. You're gonna throw the vinaigrette off, and that's gonna drip to the bottom of your pan, and then it's gonna separate off eventually over hours it's gonna separate. I like to coat it almost like you do like just a regular, think of it as like a tossed salad that you would serve, you know, for dinner. You wouldn't do that.
Yeah, you wouldn't do it ahead of time.
3 hours ahead of time and then go, oh, here's our salad, yeah?
here's your
look
soggy,
like, oh, here's
soggy bowl of lettuce.
Here you are, madame. You're just gently gonna toss this and break it apart. Being a dad, yes, I have to eat things off of kids' plates.
This is very island, you know, seahorse, you know, this is great.
See how it stands up and it looks nice and pretty?
Right.
That's what you want. That's what's gonna maintain the crunch.
That's really great. How long have they been on?
I started at 6 in the morning, went all day at 225. I'm a big believer in 200 to 225. I went into what would be called for brisket, the Texas crutch. So I've got some butcher paper here, and I got a good wrap. But what I did is it's gone now, but I put about a cup of water in here. And that's was gonna incorporate just enough moisture in here. So about 8 hours of smoke, and then about 2 hours in the oven is what I think I finished at. You can see it's just gonna falling apart. Yeah, it's just gonna move right off, but it's still got just enough jiggle in it so where it's got a little bit of a mouth bite. But are we ready to have a taste?
Yeah, let's try this out.
I'm gonna cut this, and you know, you could carve this thing at the table almost like you're doing a turkey and just portion it out. But here's our final product right here.
Oh my gosh. Bringing his Texas knowledge to Hawaii. Okay, look at this.
So yeah, we're not afraid of fat, right?
Look at that. No, I'm not afraid of it at all. Look at that. Look at that bite. Oh man. Wow.
I'm just gonna try a little bit of this on here.
Your little sauce you made. This is unbelievable. I just like juice just flew down my throat. The coriander, the pepper, the sugar, all of that in your marinade. You can just get all those flavors you put in there. If you're having a get together, this is what you want, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
for your best friends.
Yeah, for your best friends, you know.
Aloha.
Aloha.